everyone! Wait, where's my microphone? Wait, hang on. Let me pull this, let me pick this thing up. Alright, hi everyone. That is super loud. Oh, whoa. You can hear my test stream in the background. Clearly my microphone is working. Good to know, I guess. Hello, welcome in. Happy New Year. Ignore the fact that I'm not wearing any makeup today. I couldn't be bothered, if I'm being honest. Hello, welcome in. Hello, Ducky. Hello, Dodonks. Hello, Soup. You just joined the Discord. Yay, I'm glad you did. Because at the end of this stream, and I know I said this last time, at the end of this stream, things are going to be happening in the Animal Crossing channel of our Discord channel. So you can directly influence what happens in Muffintown, which, by the way, we're about to go see as well. Hello, everyone. I hope you're very excited. Today's going to be a good stream. Happy New Year. It's the first stream of 2016? 2016? God, I hope not. 2026. That's really embarrassing. Clearly, we're in for a great year. Oh boy, 2026. Yeah, I don't know why I said 2016 though. That's kind of awkward. Yeah, how was my New Year's? My New Year's was great. How about yours? People on socials are saying that they want 2026 to be like 2006. No. No, nay. No 2016 repeats for me, please. That was way too many celebrities we lost in 2016. Also, 2016 in general was just not a good year for a number of reasons. Let's say no to 2016. The fashion, sure. The music, I don't even remember. So the rest of it can go away. The fashion, sure, why not? Let's get back to cringe millennial fashion. I love that for me. Half of my wardrobe would become fashionable again. The rest of it, no thanks. We can leave in 2016. Oh, gosh. All right, yeah, how was your New Year's? We're about to see New Year's of our own, by the way. Let's jump into Animal Crossing. That's what we're doing. We're gonna go to Zelda afterwards, of course. But we're doing some Animal Crossing first and foremost. Because a lot has happened. And as you may notice, our time says it's 6:41 p.m. on Wednesday, the 31st of December, 2025. It's not 2025 anymore. That's probably the biggest thing that you might be questioning. Truth is, I have not played New Year's Eve in Animal Crossing yet. I intentionally held my time back a little bit so I could show you what New Year's is like in Animal Crossing, because this is something we haven't covered, and I didn't get to cover Toy Day, which I was a little bit sad about, but I figured we can cover New Year's Eve and then we can sort of skip to today to see what happens today as well. My New Year's was good, thank you. Spent it with family, it was lovely. Woke up terribly sick though. I feel that this, number one, my face for scale. This is a giant travel mug and it's got the Nooklings on it, very fitting. Tea and honey in here. Otherwise I'm gonna lose my voice within about 10 minutes of streaming. Yeah, how was everyone else? Aw, Isabel. Okay, so it's New Year's Eve and they're holding a grand countdown event in the Clark Plaza. They're also selling and giving away items. Shout out to Princess who's live playing Animal Crossing. Alright. So she can't wait to ring in the new year. Additional announcements. We have a new friend on our island, so let's say hello to Eric. I told you things happened. Moving on, Nook's Cranny is celebrating a reopening. Word is the shop is a lot bigger now and they have more products on display than ever before. So we have New Year's Eve, we have a new neighbor, and we have the Nook's Cranny opening up. That's kind of a lot. Now, I have mentioned that I have not played much of Animal Crossing since before Christmas. And that's primarily because I just haven't had the chance to. So, visually things aren't going to look too different. But there are a few things. Ooh, you can see I've ordered a lot. There we go. And you can see we're just going to I don't even know if I'm going to have room in my pockets for most of these. Just saying. I have room in my pockets. I have very full pockets right now. So yes, visually the town's not looking too different visually. You can see this is what my back room looks like. So I don't think I showed off the back room last time because we just paid off our loan for it. This is the back room so far. We've got some wardrobes, a cute little cat tower, marimba, I think this thing is called. That's actually playing... That's actually playing it was playing a little sample from the opening credits of Animal Crossing New Leaf for the 3DS. That was kind of cute. Yes, so we've got our cute little room. Officially 2026 brings Xiaobao and her fishy squad through. Yes, it is. It is officially 2026. Again, I do know how to spell officially, I promise. I like your spelling a bit better. And our house is just really, really Christmassy at the moment. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start moving some of these things into my storage. So, as you can see, I've got quite a few items. I've been doing a lot of trading with people, and a lot of trading, selling and stuff like that with between a lot of people. So, some of these items I have collected just through trades and through just random items. For example, this evergreen ash. It's a really nice outdoor item. So I've been looking for items that are going to help us sort of raise our town rating. So as you may remember, if you don't, that's perfectly fine. Our goal is to get to three stars on our rating. And I'll show you how that's going as well. We'll put everything into our storage for now, I think. We also have some flowers that we're going to plant today. I just couldn't find a good area for them before, but I'm sure we can find somewhere to put them today. I also got some fizzy apple juice. This is a seasonal item, so it's only on sale around this time of year. I got that purely because I thought, you know, what's nicer than what's nicer than a New Year's celebration? It's a New Year's celebration with fizzy apple juice, which is actually called apple cider in the US version of this game. It's called fizzy apple juice in the UK and Oceania. There you go, fun little fact for you. Now, this is our first duplicate music piece. We cannot put it in a record player because we already have it in a record player, so I'm just going to hang it on my wall. When you hang it on your wall, the album artwork comes up, which I think is really cute. Alright. So let's have a look at our island and see what it's looking like at the moment. The New Year's noodles can stay with us, I guess. Now, something that's really cute that a lot of people don't really talk about all that much is the fact that things like fizzy drinks, we can actually hold. So we're going to run around our island with our cute little drink. Now, as I've mentioned, not too much has changed. I've put down some pipes to make fast travel easier. We've got our new store right next to the Able Sisters, but I think we're going to hold off on that one for a second, just so I can show off the Able Sisters first. We're also going to talk to Sable. So Sable before wouldn't talk to us before, but I've been talking to her regularly, just so I can, just so we can have a nice little friendly relationship with her. So her sister Label used to work with her in another shop. Now she's on her own. And before that, Label was working with a famous designer. There is quite a bit of lore there, so I can always do a lore drop later or not, but if you'd like to know, I can give you more. But what we need to know now is just the fact that Sable and Mabel here have another sister called Label, who used to be called Labelle. Again, there is some lore here. So they're working hard to realize their sister Label's dreams of becoming a big designer. That may play into what happens in our town in the future. Also, I'm just going to have a look and see what's available here. I love this heart sweater. I think that's really cute. I think we're going to get that. Happy New Year, APC. Welcome in. How was your New Year? I had a great time celebrating with friends and family and, well, yeah, no, I did see friends. So friends and family, and it was a great time. How about you? That's actually really cute. But I think we're going to go with the matching beanie here. Ooh, I want some stripy socks. They sound cute. And do I have any shoes other than Ugg boots that I can wear? No, I'm going to keep my Ugg boots. I think my Ugg boots are cute. And we're going to wear this. I have been up since 2 a.m. 2 a.m. It's like 6:15 p.m. Or 6:51 if I could read time properly. That is a long time to be up since. Wow. Watching fireworks from Gold Coast. Very nice. I stayed in with family for New Year's this year, so that was really fun. You were partying. Nice. Well, we're about to have a party here of our own. I've been putting together a few items. This is going to be renovated soon enough, because I already hate the look of this, but we need to start putting down items to start raising our prestige level. So this is just a nice little start. So that's nice. But for now, let's have a look at our new shop, because this has changed quite a bit. You're partying. I fell asleep at 10 a.m. at 2 a.m. and woke up at 10 a.m. Fell asleep at 1 and woke up at 4:30. Wow. Holy cow. 6 more days until your birthday. Happy birthday for next Wednesday. That's so exciting. Welcome to our newly renovated and expanded shop, and happy 2026. Happy 2026, Soup. Welcome to our newly decorated and expanded shop. So, very glad that you joined us first day in action. So, previously, we would have 2 items for sale every day. Now, as you can see, we have quite a bit more. So this is this will be either a seasonal item or just a normal item, depending on, like an item that fits the season or an item that fits an event. So if we had gotten this shop upgrade prior to Christmas, we would have Christmas themed items across here. Now, for now, however, it's just showing us winter items. So like this round space heater. I don't have a need for a space heater. Oh, 5 days, so Tuesday. Well, happy birthday for 5 days from now, even closer. So up here you'll always have 3 big items. One of them is usually a hanging item. After we unlock something else, which we can do very soon, you'll be able to not only get hanging items, but also ceiling items, which is cool. Also, Tiny does say hi. Hi, Tiny. Hi, Tiny. How are you doing? How's it going? Happy Capricorn Appreciation Day. There you go. And yes, for you, Ducky, we will get the flamingo. Excellent. Hi, I'm here. I'm lurking but won't be near keyboard. Hello, Placehold. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Happy 2026. So, the primary thing of the Nook shop still remains the same. So you can still sell items. You can still check your turnip prices. Glad I didn't buy any. No. You can also still have your hot items for today. So the hot items are items that the Nooks will pay extra money for. So it's a bird bath and a water pump. Twice the usual amount. So normally they're craftable items. So items that you can craft for extra money. Over here, you will always have 2 tabletop items. So it's a chainsaw and a knife set. That's painting a really odd picture, I'm not gonna lie. And over here, you'll always have tools. So previously, they would only sell flimsy fishing rods, flimsy nets, flimsy shovels, and flimsy slingshots and axes. And now we also have the non-flimsy varieties. So these are slightly stronger than the flimsy ones, and they come in different colors and styles. We also have watering cans, which you can water flowers for. We have swimmers, as per always, umbrellas, and it just comes up with a few more additional items. For example, this duster here is an item. We're going to get the party popper, actually. The duster is a handheld item that you can collect, and it doesn't really do much. It's just when you hold A, you dust an item or the air. It's really cute. We also have a wide variety of flowers. In fact, we're going to get some wind flowers. So these will have different flower types, which are really good. You need to plant more flowers in your town so we'd be able to reach a good score. You also have all of these DIYs, although I believe we already have those. You also have wrapping paper, which you can wrap gifts in. As well as that, you also have all these floor and wall options. So more wall and floor options than ever before, which is really nice. This shop is a huge upgrade and is going to do really well in just filling in our catalog and finding nice items to sell, which I'm very excited about. Alright. My tea is still really hot. Wow. So as well as that, we do have some more items here, some more of a welcome area here. Although, again, I'm not sure if I like it that much. We might change it up later. Whose house is this again? This is... Stop cheesing. Stop cheesing and check who it is. Antonio's house. Let's see how Antonio is. Antonio is one of our first villagers. Oh god, it's frozen. Why is it frozen? Bear with me. Why is it frozen? Come on, game. Who's a good game? Who's a good game? There we go. Excellent. Oh, Antonio's... So I gave Antonio a little racetrack toy for Christmas. His mini circuit. So it's really nice that he's now displayed that. So let's say hi to Antonio. So he's got a... Oh yeah, he does have a log wall clock. That's cute. I also love the fact that he's wearing his sunglasses so inefficiently on his head. Those are his eyes there. The glasses do nothing for him. I find that so cute. Alright. Let's make our way over because we have a new villager to go say hi to. And as we're walking through, you can see not much has changed, if I'm being honest. Enjoy your lurk, Soup. No worries. You'll be able to see that not much has changed. We have a snowman up here. We also have Colton the horse who moved in. Oh, we also have a new villager moving in. Who's moving in? Walt. No idea who that is. Sorry for not chatting much. My head hurts a little. Lol. No, you're all good. I'm not gonna lie. I am so tired myself. It's not gonna be a late night stream. I'm so exhausted still. I woke up fairly early. No, actually, that's a big fat lie. That's a giant lie. I don't know what I'm talking about. I set an alarm for 9:30 and 9:30 a.m. and I was like, yeah, that's early enough. I woke up at 9:30. I didn't get up until about 10:30. I didn't get out of bed. I didn't have any alcohol or anything. It's just the last 2 weeks I feel so unwell. Just the start of 2026. So, Lil, look at your house. So, Lil, what are you talking about? I gave you a gift like 3 days ago. Yeah, with this music, I can imagine you dancing around the room. This is... what's this one called? I forgot what this song's called, but it's a, it's something like KK something. No, well, obviously it is. No. KK Safari, is it? No. It won't even let me check it. That sucks. I'm just cheersing the air now. Alright, let's go. So Lil trying to scam you. Let's be so for real. Help, I thought Stu's name was STFU. That would be so funny. There we go. So, we also have a new villager. Let's go find him. I forgot where I put his house, so just bear with me for a sec. There we go. So this up here is Audie's house. We might as well stop in and say Hi to Audie. Yeah, I didn't have a big party in Christmas. I spent some time playing board games and card games with family and friends, which was awesome. Don't get me wrong, loved that. But I agree, I'm so exhausted. I didn't get up till 10:30. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get up early. I'm gonna go for a swim or a jog or something. No. Straight up, no. Haven't done any of that. I spent most of today, setting up my bullet journal of all things. Who knew that hole punching would take 4 hours? And I'm still not even done. Not even close to done. So this is our... Ooh, I like the wallpaper. This is our new villager. Let's say hello to Eric. So this is Eric. He's a deer. I mean, like, literally, not like, you know, he's a deer. What a dear friend. And we have Walt moving in very soon, which is going to be very exciting, which means we are close to 10 villages. 10 villages is the maximum amount of villages that you can have, and is required to get our island rating up. Also, I've set up a little camp area. I think it's really cute for now. It's going to be, I think, once we get a chance to, we're going to start relocating a whole bunch of things just to make it a bit easier to transverse around. But I think for now, this is really cute. You've got another little tent there. You've got a little cook fire there. But I want to make this into a big area. And I've got big plans for it. So I'm very excited for when we're able to do that. Up here, we still don't have anything happening here. And again, I'm kind of holding out until some stuff unlocks so we can get to that. Alright. But I think we've stalled long enough. Let's get to the main celebration. We have 4 hours, 58 minutes until New Year. We are not going to wait that long. Trust me, we're not going to wait that long. But we might as well see what the deal is over here. So we've got both Isabelle and Tom Nook out. So let's talk to Isabelle. Resident services is closed. So Mr. Nook and I have been camped out in front of the plaza to prepare. I do hope you're planning to take part in the festivities. It would be wonderful to ring in the new year together. So she's gotten us a present to help us celebrate. What is it? A light stick. Okay, that's actually really cute. So let's have a look at the light stick that she's given us. So you can press A to push it in the air, and you can mash A to just punch it in the air, or you can hold A to wiggle it. I did not know you could hold A until very recently on this thing. So every year I've just been doing this and looking like an idiot when you can just wiggle, 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 wiggle. Alright, so let's see what Tom Nook has for us. So Tom Nook also has a gift for us, which is surprising if you know Tom Nook. He's actually not trying to sell us something. So he's given us, oh. I didn't need to buy the party poppers. That's kind of embarrassing. So party poppers are a held item. So you can hold one, except unlike the stick, these ones do go away. You press A, and it sets off a little stream. How cute is that? So we can just go, boom. I think it's really cute. I love those things. All right. Let's see what else Tom Nook has for us. So, let's take one New Year's hat. What's a good color? Let's go red to match the ensemble. Alright. I think we need to dress for the occasion. Oh, look at us. We look so cute. So, I have mentioned previously the, I'll take party poppers, why not? I've previously mentioned the thing, a thing called the catalog. So, the catalog is basically every single item that you have collected, touched, everything like that. If you pick it up at any point, it is entered into your catalog. There are Nook Mile points that you can get for completing different parts of your catalog. completing your catalog completely, like, you know, 100%, really, really unlikely and unfeasible. I have never done it. Unless you're hacking, you're probably not going to do it. And that's because not only are there a whole bunch of seasonal items, but there's something ridiculous like 5,000 items in this game or something like that. And there's going to be more coming up very soon. I already know the log sticks don't know yet. So there's going to be more coming even soon. As well as that, some of the items you can only get certain times a year. And some of the items you can't actually get anymore at all. Which kind of sucks, but that's fine. So getting 100% in your catalog is not realistic. But, ooh, I have some Nook Miles to collect. But let's just go down for a second. Where is it? Growing collection. You can see that we need to get 300 items in our catalog. I think it goes 300, then like 500, then 1,000 or something like that. So you do want to collect items. All of this is to say that every single color hat is a separate item for your catalog. They all count as separate items for your catalogs. Now let's collect our Nook Miles points. So we get Nook Miles for every different fruit type that we plant in our town. I found, who was it? It was Antonio that gave me an apple the other day, which was, which I planted immediately. And then yesterday, I was looking for villagers to add to our town in the Nook Mile, on the Nook Islands, and I found both pears and peaches, which was really cool. Over here, we've got true friends, so it's just, how many close friends do we have? We now have 3, which I think is really cute. Alright, so that's pretty much it for New Year's at the moment. Although if you run into these balloons, they move, and I think that's actually really cute. But this is all we can do for New Year's at the moment. What we are going to do is we are actually going to pull a little funky. Like I said, I intentionally held the clock back so I could show this off today. So I do not feel bad about now fast forwarding time to fix this up again. Well, with a little pit stop, of course. So we're just gonna stop for a moment. Also, not to brag or anything, but I'm 1 follower away from my goal, and I'm very excited about that. So if you're watching and you're not following, then I'm kidding. It's fine. Alright, if you ever want to change the date or time, this is how you do it. Let's go. We're going to leave it 4 minutes to midnight. I think that's going to give us enough time to explore everything, but not enough time that we get bored waiting for the countdown. I think that's fair, right? OMG, fingers crossed we hit that today. I would be so keen to see that hit on the first day of the year. It's literally the first day of the year. That's so wild. What on earth? Sorry, I just got a really weird bank notification. It's probably very legit, but it still looked really weird. That tea is still way too hot to drink. Which is why I put it in a travel mug, but jeez. Alrighty. Once again, small plug. Don't forget to join the official Saobao Discord. I will be going over what's going to be put in the Discord in a moment. We're going to finish our New Year's celebrations first, but still. Look at the sky. So it is now time to count down the new year. And everyone's making their way in. So let's talk to all of our villagers. Dina! Yeah, okay, I haven't spoken to a lot of these villagers in a while. It's finally New Year's Eve. Okay, yep. Punchy, please don't go to the bathroom in front of my house. That's lovely. Salil is back out. Antonio is out. Dina, we've already said hello to. I'm sure the others will mill in very soon. There is one person I want to give a very brief celebration with, because they won't be in the plaza. The unfortunate thing is because Eric is moving in today, he does not make it into the plaza. The moving in part. Oh, he's celebrating. He's got the hat. Oh, I didn't expect him to put on the hat. That's so cute. But he's not going to be in the plaza celebrating with us. So even though we've just met him, Happy New Year, Eric. I hope you enjoy Muffin Town. There we go. Alright, let's make our way back to town. There we go. Let's collect another hat. Why not? Pink. I think I already got the pink one, but that's fine. We are also in our final countdown. We are 45 seconds till the end of the year. Here, I guess. I do not have my light stick ready, but that's fine. We'll get that ready. Just some premature celebration. I want Isabelle to be the last person we talk to. Alright, let's get out our light stick to celebrate. Everyone, I want to hear you celebrate in chat with us. 2025 was a good year. 2026 has been alright so far. I'm out of time, but that's fine. Happy New Year! Yay! Happy Animal Crossing 2026! Happy New Year! May this year hold exciting adventures for us all! So we get this incredible fireworks show to start off the new year. Happy New Year! Did we make a New Year's resolution? So Punchy resolves to eat so many snacks. Honestly, my hero right there. One of his resolutions is to buff up his lungs. So all of your animals will turn around and say their New Year's resolutions in one way or another. There we go. We had a virtual party, yes. Happy New Year. Hello, Eep. Welcome in and happy new butts. It's a bit of a weird one, but pop off. I think this has been a fantastic celebration. Yay! I think this was a great New Year's celebration. There we go. Now, at every New Year's celebration, oh, I forgot to mention, once you move off the plaza, the camera angle goes back to normal, but you can just press up to go there. But the moment you step onto the plaza, it goes to this unique camera angle, which I think is really cute. Every single New Year's party has that one person who the moment it hits... Aw, Isabelle just popped a popper. The moment it hits New Year's, that one person is always like, alright, cool, it's midnight, can I go yet? We're gonna go soon. You know, that one person is always like, alright, it's finally midnight, let's go to bed. Admittedly, last night I definitely was that person. I was so ready for bed. But I think this time on Muffin Town, we're gonna be those people as well. So we're going to save and quit here. Save and end. And before we finish up with Animal Crossing today, because we are going to go back to Zelda in a moment. But before we go to Zelda, we're going to spend 5 more minutes here in Animal Crossing, because we're going to go over what New Year's Day looks like. I was that person too. I felt so bad, but after it hit like 12:30, I was like, no, it's bedtime. Honestly, right? I love dressing up for New Year's. I'm that person who overdresses to family gatherings, just, you know, it's fun. I don't dress up very often, and I don't have many places to dress up to. So I might as well dress up on New Year's. Why not? Also, I look great in all the videos. That's really conceited, isn't it? Let's go to midday. There we go. I had this beautiful face of makeup with glitter. I had glitter on the eyes and the cheeks and eyeliner that was just perfect. And by the time it hit midnight, I was like, get this off my face now. As soon as it hit midnight, I was like, I get to go home and I get to take this makeup off. Best feeling ever. And let me tell you, it was the best feeling ever. I didn't get to sleep till like 2, but it was the best feeling ever. Alrighty. Normally, I do not play with the camera. The camera? I do not play with the clock in Animal Crossing. However, to show this off, as I said, we held the clock back. We will not be doing time traveling like this in Muffin Town very often. It's just for those special events where I haven't been able to play, and I do want to show some things off. I did my makeup all nicely too, but when I'm tired, my eyes water violently. Yes, same. Alright, Isabel says, Happy New Year to you all. I can't wait to see what this year brings. I can't wait to see what it brings for all of us too. I'm so excited for everything that's going to happen this year. Right now in Muffin Town, it's 12:04 p.m. on Thursday, 1st of January 2026. Oh, I should wish my friend a happy birthday. Now for today's announcements. We have a new friend, so let's say hello to Walt. Yes, we're getting 2 friends for the price of 1 today. And with that, I'll get back to work. Excellent. Yeah, my eyes were watering violently. We set off a lot of sparklers, and I overboard on the sparklers, like, to an extreme amount. I do not regret that. There's so many, what am I trying to say? So many leftover sparklers, but I do not regret it. However, I did burn my arm quite a few places on the sparklers. I did not expect them to be so feisty. Alright, we're going to put our light stick in storage. It's a special memory. We're going to put our fizzy apple juice in storage, although we're going to keep one around. And let's put we'll put the flamingo out, but we'll put the table away for now. Just so we have space in our inventory. I did want that table with tablecloth because it's a really nice item, and we can also customize it, which is going to look really good. So let's see, we've got Nook Inc. So we've gotten another resident moved in, and what does the bank say? So we've got $665 in interest. So at the beginning of every month, on the first day of every month, you will accrue interest based on how many bells are in your account. I think it tops up at 999 bells. It used to be 99,999 bells in interest. However, I think there was an update last year or the year before that actually changed it down to 999 bells. And it was because people were just, they were getting, I don't know, like a million, like the amount that you needed to get 9,999 bells in interest. They were getting that. Then they were just time traveling a whole bunch of months and then going back, and they had accrued another easy, cool mill without doing anything. And then they'd just go back and do that again, sort of thing. So it was a really broken thing. Also, I forgot to mention, over here we have a little garden going. We have tomatoes and we now have sugar cane. What will those do? You'll see, I promise. Alright. Ooh. We also have pink roses here. So the pink flowers are a little bit unique. They're what we call hybrid flowers. And in fact, I'll show you some more hybrid flowers. They're what's in my inventory right now. So these are flowers that you can't buy normally. You can't buy them in like little packets. You can't buy them in shops. What happens is these colors come out when you crossbreed 2 separate colors of flower, or occasionally when you crossbreed the same flowers. Normally, red plus red equals more red, but sometimes they will give you a pink on a very rare occasion. So these are some colors of tulips and roses that you can't normally get. In addition, I also have gold roses. I find they look a little gaudy for my taste, but they are really rare, so I'm going to keep that. I think that's when you crossbreed black and black. In previous games, it was when a flower wilts and then you water it with the gold watering can. However, in this game, in this latest version of Animal Crossing, flowers don't wilt. So I think it's when you breed black flowers with black flowers. Now, certain things happen now that it is January. So, oh, we're getting more lore. Yeah, you can't beat the neighbors. So, the reason why they discuss their old town and their old shop and everything like that is to provide sort of an in-universe reason as to why Mabel and Sable are here after being in your New Leaf town and your Let's Go to the City Folk town or your Wild World town. So yeah. They say that all their friends moved away and they moved on to new things, so they moved too. See? In addition to that, Sable, Label, whichever one it is, Sable, mentioned that that her late parents left her the shops. Up here, and it's really hard to see, up here on the wall, that is a portrait, there is a painting there of her mother with her 2 children. In previous Animal Crossing towns, Sable would actually tell you the story of her parents and of Label and Sable and Mabel's upbringing. In this game and in New Leaf, it doesn't actually appear, but the story is still canon to the in-game universe. But the photo of her mother and her mother with her always remains the same, which I think is really cute. Also, cat nose. It's Muffin Town. We have to. Alright, we'll get that because it's Muffin Town. We have to. I don't think I'm going to wear it too often, though. I can't tell if I love or hate these boots. They don't match the outfit anyway, but... Alright, let's get our cat nose and get out of here. I don't think there's anything of value, anything I would necessarily want here. Although that is cute. No. Alright. There we go. Let's take our cat nose with us. It looks more like a rabbit than a cat, if I'm being honest. It's giving rabbit teeth, not cat nose, but that's fine. We can stick with it. And let's see what the shops have for us today. Now, I go around doing our daily routine things, so that's things like hitting rocks and collecting the fossils. So we won't do that on screen today, but I'll still show off a few things. Oh, hang on. You've got the festive candle there. The celebratory candles. We'll take that. Now, you might be thinking, is that a menorah? No, there is a separate menorah item that is not a menorah. A menorah, I believe, has the center candle above all others. Although I'm not entirely sure, so please take that with a grain of salt, and if be respectful, please. There we go. I don't need that small thing, but I do want this picnic basket. I think the picnic basket's going to look nice in a little cute picnicky area. Alright. Is there anything of value here? No, not really. No, I think I'm good with what I've gotten today. So the top items up the top you can only buy once per day, but any items here or here on the blue, you can buy multiple of per day. So if you do want 5 picnic baskets for some reason, you can get 5 picnic baskets. I don't know why you'd want 5 of them, but still. Yeah, I'm definitely reworking this area. I don't like it. But it's here for now. Alright, so in terms of what changes on New Year's Day, not much if I'm being honest. We will have some... Yeah, last year's ancient history, it's gone. We're full speed ahead. I agree. Our villagers... Whoops. Will tell us about... Aw, that's cute. They will say Happy New Year to us. Oh, well, you weren't okay. Oh, I suppose it's because Eric and Cherry weren't at the plaza. Oh, yeah, Cherry wasn't at the plaza. There we go. Otherwise, things don't really change for 2020. Oh, Colton wants to talk to us. Yo, Sal! So we have a special project. So Colton brings up this the 3-star goal to get KK to perform in our town, and it's a really good thing that he mentioned it because it's a perfect segue. He's going to give us an item to help us decorate the town for it. It's a garden gnome. I don't know if I don't know if I want a garden gnome, if I'm honest, but sure. Thank you, Colton. I appreciate it to an extent. That sounds so mean, doesn't it? Alright. Happy New Year! We're sorry that the Nook Stop was unavailable all day due to Resident Services holiday closure. To make up for it, we're giving customers 500 miles. Also, regardless, your daily bonus access will be set from 7 days. So, this is what I wanted to show off. Because Resident Services was closed, we couldn't get access to our daily Nook Mile services. So, we couldn't collect our daily bonus. So, it automatically sets it at 7 days, so you get 500 bells, 500 Nook Miles every time you log in from here on out. If you miss a day, it goes back down to 50. It goes 50, 100, 150... I don't know. It keeps going up. Or it's 50, 80, 100, 150 or something. I don't know. But it's always set to 7 days. So it's a great way to, if you haven't been able to build up that streak, it's a great way to start the streak. And if you had that streak going for a long time and you're like, oh, I can't get it, that's so annoying, you don't lose it, I promise. So we're gonna download a few things. We're gonna download the Custom Design Pro Editor. And we're going to download the other custom design one. And this is going to help us. So that's updated our designs. So I showed off before that we had designs that we could put on walls and floors. So this is now got the Pro version. And we're going to go over what this means in a second. Redeem Nook Miles. So we've also got Pro Plus, Patterns Plus, and Design Portal. We're going to go all in and get all of these. And I want this feature, trust me. Is it particularly interesting watching me just do this over and over again? Probably not. Am I forcing you to do it? Yes. Alright, we're going to go over what all of this means very soon, I promise. Once I remind myself. This is just more, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay, cool. And that's more as well. Perfect. So what this does is it updates our custom design app on our Nook phone. So previously we could make designs, we could place them on our face, on the floor, on the wall, or as its own canvas, as its own standing up canvas item. This gives us a whole lot more to work with as well. What have you got going on this week, Salbao? Great question. What do I have going on this week? God, I don't know. Okay, I was supposed to go on a road trip tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm delivering more wedding invites, which I'm very excited about. I was supposed to go on a road trip up a few hours north to do that. To deliver to some of my fiance's family a few hours north. One of the family members actually visited my fiance and I today. So I just gave them all the invites and said, can you pass them out? So that saves me the road trip, but I think I'm still going to go around my area and deliver all the invites to people in my city, which is going to be very exciting. And then later this week, I'm meeting a friend who I haven't seen in 4 or 5 years, so I'm really excited for that as well. What have you got going on this week? I want to hear it. What has everyone got going on? Alright, while everyone's telling us and while everyone's putting in chat what they've got going on, let's talk about this. So, we're just gonna boop, 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 boop. So, we now have multiple things that we can do. So, we have more custom designs than ever. We can make more designs, put more designs together. And this looks like a lot of designs. Trust me, at a certain point you're going to go, please, can I have more? You can't. As well as that, we now have access to pro designs. So these are things, designs like custom hats, dresses, shirts, everything like that, that you can now make. So we can change it. We can make tank tops, short sleeve tops, long sleeve tops, coats, hoodies, sweaters, all these different kinds of dresses, including this, which is a robe, different hat types, and we can also make an umbrella, a fan, a flag, and a face cutout, which, awesome, cool, right? I'm going to start working on some custom designs for some of these things that I think is going to be really cool to share with everyone who visits. As well as that, we also have these custom designs that now exist. So we can wear this as a top. You can access all these different pre-existing patterns. Well, no, hang on. We can now access all of these pre-existing patterns. Now, these patterns will exist, you can wear them, but the primary thing is for when you're customizing pieces of furniture with a material or a pillow or something like that, and you want more options for what the pillow will look like. You can do this. There's plenty of patterns too. There's more patterns that we haven't even redeemed yet. Lastly, we can access the custom designs portal online. So we could do this in the Able Sisters shop. However, the Able Sisters shop is only open from 9 AM to 9 PM. If you're a late owl or an early bird, you may not have access to these, especially if you work 9 to 5 or any variation of that. So having this on your Nook phone, really helpful. You can search by criteria. So you can search by design ID if you already know the design, and you can search by creator ID if you have a certain designer. You can also favorite a few people. So I've favorited Polita. I have no idea what I favorited. Oh, all of these custom designs, like little dirt patterns, snow patterns, ice patterns. They've got so many great patterns to put on the ground, which I'm very excited for. If I wanted to search, give me something to search for. I just got work tomorrow, back to normal 9 to 5 schedule. This Monday I worked 9 to 3, Wednesday 9 to 1. Wow. And then heaps of open homes for work on Saturday. Wow. Starting in the city, then going to Liverpool, back to Penrith. Wow, big day. Nothing planned for Sunday. Hopefully a big day, hopefully a chill day for you. I think you deserve a chill day after all of that. Now that Christmas is over, I'm not working Monday and Sunday anymore, so it's back to my usual 5-day work week. That's good. That's excellent. I'm glad to hear that. Alright, this is a muffin town, so let's search up cat. Hopefully you do get a chill Sunday. I think that's going to be grand. So you can search up anything that has the word cat in the title or tagged to it. So you can see we have all of these different designs that people have created, which is kind of cool. You can search up different words. You could, if you wanted specifically, this says cat. If you wanted specifically a pusheen or something like that, or you know, something like that, you can search it up directly. Now, say you were looking, these are all just normal basic patterns. What if you wanted pro designs? They're an untitled cat. That kind of sucks, but that's fine. What if I searched up... Why not? You can get a Beware Ogre sign. There was one that looked like muffins. I'm sure, absolutely, I'm sure there was. There's the Shrek meme. There are so many different Shrek things that you can get. Why is this titled as Shrek? It's a chicken. Excellent. As well as that, I knew if there was one thing that was going to have custom designs, it would be this. You can have a Shrek shirt. That is a chicken, not Shrek. That's, yeah, I was like, that's a chicken. You can get the face standout cutties. So you put your face in. Like, you know, when you go to a theme park and you put your face in, yeah. This is, the Shrek shirt, which I think is really cute. This is something that I sit there and I look at everything that people do on their islands. I look at all the cottagecore islands and all of the custom designs, and I sit there and I go, I am nowhere near that good. My first Animal Crossing town, I leveled the entire town, so it was all on one level, and then didn't do much else. That was it. I just put down flowers and trees. And I sat there and looked at everyone else with their cottage core and their, you know, really cute patterns and all of their custom designs and went, there's no way in hell I could do this. You don't have to do it. You can just use other people's designs. It is so good. Does it cost any in-game money to get these designs? No, not at all. And also I didn't repeat myself. So I just dropped my controller, hang on. All of these designs exist for free online. The only catch is that you cannot edit the designs. So for example, let's get this chicken that's labeled Shrek. I don't know why it's labeled Shrek. Okay. Let's get rid of this vine pattern. I'm never going to use it. Those are stock standard things that appear. So we're done with this, yeah. So the only downside is, let's go outside to show this off. Now that we have the design, we can display it, we can use it. I'm fairly certain we can use it as our town flag if we wanted to. We can, where is it? We can display it on the ground. We can display here as a painting. Stop popping party poppers. We can even wear it as a shirt if we so choose to. See, we can do all of that. However, we cannot change the design. We cannot edit it. See how it's got a little pencil with a line through it? It means that we cannot edit it. And if we ever overwrite the painting, all of these items will change to whatever the new painting is. So just be wary when you're starting to delete patterns or starting to overwrite patterns for whatever reason. If anything exists with that pattern on it, it will be overwritten to the new pattern. Now, not every single design that's ever been made will appear on this portal. So if you see something online and you're like, I must have that, there is no guarantee it appears online. Unless there's like a creator code next to it, then there's a good shot. When I create a custom design, I'll show you, hang on. Let's fill all red, and then, why is it frozen again? Bear with me for a sec. I don't know why it keeps freezing today. There we go. Let's put a nice black star in the middle. There we go. And let's go... Don't judge my artistic skills. This is purely for purposes of showing things off. Ooh, that's rough. Oh, jeez. Okay, hang on. That's a little too rough. You can also change the width of these, by the way. You can change the width of the pencils, which is nice. I am not good at doing custom designs, especially on the Switch. Back to the pen. There we go. I'm glad you said not to judge. I was this close to judging. There we go. Oh, that's a little crusty, but that's fine. Let me... Actually, hang on. Bear with me for a sec. I hear it. I hear it. Where is it? I hear it. Where are ya? Maybe this side. Aha! There it is. Oh, well, that's just gonna go straight in the water, isn't it? Alright. Let me get this balloon first. Let me get the balloon first. I need the balloon. I need the balloon for my own sanity. It's probably gonna fall into the water, and that's okay. As long as I pop it, that's what matters here. Oh, that wasn't even close. There we go. It popped in the water, and that's okay. If you pop a balloon into the water, you actually get Nook Miles for it. I did want to show that off. That's why I did that. I did want to show that off. There we go. Oh, we get points for ringing in the New Year's. I did not know that. That's cute. And we've made our first custom design. So we get some stuff from that. You need to get some peaches on your town. I did plant some peaches earlier, which is really exciting. So they should be sprouting soon. Okay, so let's open up our custom designs. So just because we have made that Saobao design doesn't mean that you're able to access it online. In fact, you're probably not going to be able to access it online. I need to upload it. So, you want to upload your own custom design, say you're really good, or say you're not really good anyway. You cannot post things that are illegal or inappropriate. No swearing, no violations. Fairly straightforward stuff. This is a family-friendly oriented game that is more or less designed for a younger audience. So now, there we go. Let's have it as other. And let's post it as is. That's now everyone can now get that online. That's my creator ID in the bottom. I will add that somewhere up here if you'd like that terrible piece of art. But now you are able to get it. So not every single thing ever created is on that portal, but anything that is on that portal, you can use for free. You just can't edit it. So it is like the Sims gallery in that sense. Yes, absolutely. It's too amazing to be accessed by the world. They'll get jealous of your amazing artistic skills. See? I agree. All of this leads into something. So, all of this leads into something. We need some custom designs for Muffin Town. I'm going to leave that there. That's actually pretty good. We need some custom designs. We need a new town flag and we need a song. Let's see what our town rating is at the moment. Oh, we've also got to visit Walt. Don't let me forget that. We'll do that. But yes. My sister just made me a toasted cheese sandwich because I'm sick. I'm very lucky. I want a toasted cheese sandwich. That sounds so good. Aw, Isabel says Happy New Year. Let's talk Island of Evals. I'm going to wage 1 star. What? Oh, what? Huh? Huh? What? Excuse me? We have barely done anything to get a 3-star rating. What are you talking about? 3 stars is good. Don't get me wrong. 3 stars was the goal here. 3 stars was the goal here. Muffin Town, man. Hearing about how chill it is, I'd go if I had the chance, KS. Well there you have it. Whoa, 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 whoa! Am I hallucinating, or was that feedback signed by KS? Yes, very clear, KS. And the penmanship is quite striking, if I do say so myself. Could it be? Can it be? It must be! The message was from KK Slider. Then wouldn't it be KKS? I don't know. Alright, finally, now I just need the 60 bucks to get the game to begin with. Honestly, valid. Valid. The KK Slider, and he's looking for an excuse to visit. So, I actually didn't realize... This is what we've been working towards. And once we do this, everything else will open up. So many more things will open up. I did not think that we were going to hit this today. I thought we were going to get 2 stars if we were lucky. It requires you... Normally, did they make this a lot more lenient in recent years? I genuinely thought that, you know, you needed like 50 pieces of fence and stuff like that. Anyway, not the point here. Point is, I thought I was going to have to pre-record all of this and then show you afterwards. So I'm glad I get to show you here and now. So now Tom Nook is calling KK Slider to do a concert. Imagine if he doesn't pick up. Go us, indeed. I'm glad we showed this off. If you're truly interested in visiting, Mr. Slider will be happy to host you in your musical stylings. Will ratings go up for the concert? So, no. Not because of the concert. Things will open up that will allow us to do more and get more to increase our rating. But the concert itself doesn't make the rating go up. Ducky, I can't say that out loud. You know that. So, Tom Nook, the entire island will be looking forward to our KK Slider concert. When is this concert? Tom Nook, when is this concert? He'll do the concert, that's right. KK Slider is coming here. But when? As soon as tomorrow, but he has to check his schedule. I am fairly certain he won't come until Saturday. Just saying. So, if KK does come tomorrow, I will let you know, and we will either pre-record it, or I will hold off from showing it off until we have a special concert, until we have a bonus stream for it. I was not expecting to get that 3-star eval. Just saying. What I was going to say is that we need to get a new island flag and a new island tune to help us get that 3 stars. Clearly not, but we're still going to get a new flag and a new island tune. So, after stream today, we're still going to go to Zelda, but after stream today, I'm going to post some tools for you to be able to create custom flags online, and something that will help you put together tunes online. I will also allow you to submit ideas for things. So if you don't want to make it yourself, but you have a clear-cut idea, you're like, I want a flag of Muffins the cat. I just can't do it myself. That's fine. Pop your ideas down in the Animal Crossing Discord, which is pinned. If you have not joined the if you have not joined the Saobao Discord, it's pinned. Join it so you can have your say. But we will have a new town flag and a new town tune very soon. I want to have that as soon as possible, essentially. So, if you do not have the ability to create a custom design, or you're not confident in your artistic skills, feel free to pop it down, and we'll see what we can do about it. I'm not guaranteeing I'll be able to make every vision a reality, but we'll see what we can do. But here's Walt in the meantime. Keep in mind, if you don't know how to make tunes or anything, you can also just put down a song that exists. Or you can just put down A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I'll show you. I'll put it all in the Discord afterwards. In the meantime, hello, Walt. Oh, are you a grumpy animal? Hello, hey there, you live on this island? Name's Walt. Yeah, I'm starting over. They all said I was mad to start over. And they were right. But here I am. I'm sorry. Of course. Now I've got to deal with the world of boxers. Anyway. My pack wants no part of this starting over business. His catchphrase is pockets? What kind of a catchphrase is that? Pockets? So, there are different animal types, and Walter is a grumpy, what they call a cranky villager. You can generally tell by their what they say and the pitch of their voice. So there's normal villagers, there's snooty, there's what they call uchi, which is like sisterly villagers, which are only female. You have jocks, you have lazy villagers. I can't remember the others. But you can generally tell by the pitch of their voice and what they say. So for example here, Eric. That's actually not giving me anything. Antonio is a jock. So it depends on what's the type of son we have now. Tom and Isabel do not have types, so it's only the villagers that live in your towns. So for example, Antonio is a jock. I think Eric is a normal villager. Cherry, I think, is a sisterly one. I think Cherry is a sisterly villager. Colton up here is very snooty. He's a snooty villager. You are definitely snooty. Salil is snooty. I think Dina is either normal or sisterly. Who else is on our town? Let's look at our... No, I don't want to look at that. Give me my map. I think Punchy may be lazy, if I recall correctly. And Audie is a sisterly villager as well. And Stu is definitely a lazy villager. You can tell if they're lazy villagers because they often talk about cockroaches. I don't know what that has to do with lazy, but I suppose they don't clean. That's why they have cockroaches. But yeah. So like if you get a DIY from them, they'll be like, oh yeah, the cockroaches whispered it to me during the night sort of thing. But yeah, so there's different animal types. He resolves to eat so many snacks he has to roll around like a ball. So let's see if Stu's actually going to talk about roaches. He doesn't say it all the time, but... An ornament mobile. One of the bugs whispered the instructions on the floor. See? 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 I got it. Salvo, you missed the treasure in the ground you needed to dig. Is that like the little hole in the ground? They are fossils, and I will be doing that tonight after stream. It's not as fun just watching me dig up fossils and hit trees and all of that, so I'll be doing that off screen. I think it was Ducky previously that asked, how does it not get tedious? Just doing the same, hitting rocks and digging up stones and shaking trees over and over again. And the short answer is, when you're not time traveling, you only do these things once a day. And you stick something on in the background. You watched a TV show or a movie or your favorite YouTuber or your favorite Twitch streamer. And it feels like no time has passed at all when you do these things. And you'll be surprised how easily invested and how easily hooked you get in on this. So, yeah. There we go. Oh, never mind. No, never be sorry. When I played, I loved it. It was fun. Absolutely. Now, if you're wondering, should I get into Animal Crossing? This is a great time to get into Animal Crossing New Horizons. So, the game released in 2020. In May 2020, you know, it was like the closest to world peace we've ever come. The weekend that Animal Crossing and Doom were released on the same day. And it showed, like, there were quite a few updates to the game over the years. However, they've released a major update where they included Happy Home Paradise and all of these things that we can't see quite just yet. They included a whole bunch of things, and they turned around and said, this is the last update. Until a few months ago, where they announced that, I believe it's January 15th, we are getting a major update to Animal Crossing New Horizons. And this is very likely, 6 years after the release of Animal Crossing, it is very likely to be the last update this game gets. And it'll be adding a whole bunch of new content and making a whole bunch of changes to the game. So if you've been wondering, should I play Animal Crossing for the first time or should I play Animal Crossing again? Answer, yeah, absolutely. This is a great time to get back into Animal Crossing or to get into Animal Crossing for the first time. Oh, clearly I need it. Oh, hello. Number one, I need to clean up all these weeds. I'm surprised we hit a 3-star rating with all these weeds. Number two, we have a visitor. All right, this is the last thing we're doing before we go. This is the last thing we're doing before we go. Because I do know we do want to switch to Zelda, and it's been an hour and a half of Animal Crossing. This is the longest Animal Crossing stream we've had in a while. Alright, so this is Red. I don't think we've actually talked to Red before. 1 art piece per customer per day. So I mentioned before that Red sells art, and some of them are fake. Hey, thank you so much for following. Ruslan Dorov. I'm so sorry, I cannot pronounce that. But thank you so much. I do not want to offend you by trying to pronounce that. And we've hit our follower goal. First day of the year and we're knocking goals out of the park. Hell yeah. I mean, heck yeah. Thank you so much for the follow. I hope you've been enjoying the stream. I hope you've been enjoying yourself. Wow, that's awesome. Thank you so much for the follow. We have hit our goal. That is genuinely so exciting. So thank you so much. Alright, let's start a new goal. Yeah, let's start a new goal. Let's say 400 and... Let's push ourselves. Let's say 470 followers. I think that's a great new goal. There we go. 500. Oh, let's start with a manageable one, shall we? Alrighty, let me just bear with me for a second. There we go. That's updated on our overlay. Excellent. That's very exciting. Thank you so much for the follow. All right. Oh, that's amazing. All right. So Red here, he will sell us pieces of art, and some of these art pieces are fake. Now there are easy ways. Okay, no, wait. There are ways to tell if they're fake. Easy. It depends on your knowledge of art. So you can get a closer look at these. So these will always have visual tellings as to if they're fake or not. I think this painting might be legit. I think. Bear with me for a sec. There are guides online that tell you which one is fake and which one is real. I think the one that we are looking at currently is real. This is the quaint painting. So let me just double check. I don't feel guilty about searching this up. I don't remember it off the top of my head. Quaint. Yes, this is a real one. So the real painting has this tiny little dribble coming out of the pot. The fake one has a much thicker dribble coming out of the pot. Some of these are really easy to tell. Some of them are really annoying and hard to tell. So let's have a look at the other paintings to see if we can determine if they're real or not. So this is the scenic painting. Some of them are also guaranteed to be real no matter what. So which one's scenic? Let's have a look and check scenic. Also, if you do want the art guide for this, please let me know. Let's have a closer look. Scenic painting. This is actually a gorgeous painting, just genuinely as well. Bear with me because this website does not want to... Okay. This is a fake one. So in the real one, there should be another hunter and more dogs in this front section here. So we do not want to buy this. Alright. Some of them I know off by heart. Like the girl with the pearl earring one. You can always tell if it's fake because she has a star earring, not a pearl earring. But some of them are genuinely harder. And there's so many pieces of art in the game. I think this one's fake. I think. Let me double check. So I know this one depends on what she's holding. Depending on what she's holding, it's real or fake. And also, my computer is frozen now, so let me just check it here. What was the name of this painting again? I've forgotten. That's alright. I don't think anyone's particularly interested in this one, but that's fine. Aha. Yes, so that is a fake because it had the raccoon eyes and a beak. It's just a normal ferret face. And then this one, I believe, is fake. Anyway, so let's go back to this one. We know it's real. Let's get this one. So we always want to try and get real paintings every time. Again, the only benefits to fake paintings is that you can give them to your neighbors, although they can get upset if you give them a fake painting. And you can also just display them. We can also get normal items. So he'll sell 2 normal, slightly rarer items every visit. So we'll get that snack. I don't know about that, Red. I might regret it. But yes, that is Red's tent. We will see more of Red in the future. In fact, fairly close in the future. Damn, these villagers are ungrateful. Well, yeah, you're not wrong. Alright, but for now, I think we are going to go on a break. We are going to finish up Animal Crossing here. But we have had such a great time in Animal Crossing. We have been able to visit a lot of Muffintown. We celebrated the new year. We said hello to new villagers. We got our 3-star rating, which is super exciting. But we're going to say goodnight to Muffintown for now. And we are going to move to The Legend of Zelda. So we're going to go on a 5-minute break. Don't go anywhere. Grab a drink, grab a snack, grab a blanket, grab an aircon. It's unseasonably cold right now, so feel free to grab that blanket if you want. I know I will. But don't forget to join us back here in 5 minutes as we continue our Zelda randomizer. I will see you in just a moment. Bye! welcome back. Welcome back. I hope you had a lovely break. I know I did. I set up our game and refreshed my tea, so we are feeling good, feeling fancy. Alright, shall we get into it? I was literally talking to someone today, because I don't know. Sometimes I talk with people and I'm thinking about completely different things all at the same time. I don't think about the things I talk about sometimes. Anyway, I was in the middle of a conversation with someone, completely unrelated thing, and then I sort of stopped and went, we have a Ponus song. We can do cow checks. And this poor person's sitting there going, huh? What? Huh? Huh? What? And I was sitting there and I'm like, no, but we have a Ponus song. We can do cow checks. We don't have a Ponus song, so we can't do cow checks. But for some reason I became convinced that we had a Ponus song and we could do cow checks. We can't. Good to know. But yes, alright, let's get back into it. I hope you had a lovely break. Welcome back, Moo Moo. Welcome back indeed. Also, I saw that there was, 2 truths, 1 lie with, Dodonks. Alright, let's get that set up, because we have not had a Gamba yet today, and that in itself is a travesty. Alright, I'm setting up 2 truths, 1 lie, so don't worry. Alright. Timer set. Let's explain the Gamba. So 2 truths, 1 lie. You are trying to figure out which one the lie is. I once shot a garden gnome with an arrow. I once accidentally threw an axe into a tree while swinging it. And I once accidentally poked a hole in the roof in my roof with a sword. One of those is a lie. So your job is to figure out which one it is. Am I lying about shooting a garden gnome with an arrow, or throwing an axe at a tree by accident, or poking the roof with the sword? You pick which one the lie is. There we go. A hole in the roof in the house you're living in now, not in the house I'm currently living in. Whether or not you believe I'm lying here or not is up to you. But if I did do that, it was not in the house I'm currently living in. In case my real estate is asking. For a second there, I thought I wasn't going to make that, and I was a cow. Alright. So, we have quite a few checks. I was going to say, come on, that's not right. Alright. In case you recall, we had 211 traps set. There we go. I put in, but I'm not confident. Interesting. I want to see what I need to know what this looks like. Interesting. Okay. Alright. I'm seeing what you're putting down. Don't forget to get in your channel not points, people. I can see, yeah. Oh, someone's just put in for poked my roof with a sword. So 500 points of poked a roof with my sword, or shot it, and 146 points and shot a garden gnome with an arrow. I'm very excited to see how this goes. Alright, so last time we did a whole bunch of Ocarina of Time checks. I have a feeling we're gonna have to go and reset time in Majora's Mask, or at least deal with Moon Crash. Because we have quite a few Way of the Hero items. One of them is Romani. One of them is the Sacred Meadow, which we can't do anything with until we find the, Oh, that's a good thing to check, actually. The Master Sword. One of them is in Zora Hall, which is Majora's Mask, and one of them is Romani Wrench, which is Majora's Mask. And we already have both the Powder Keg and the Goron Mask. Now, once we move to Majora's Mask and we let Moon Crash happen, we're not going to have the Powder Keg, but we now have the ability to buy said Powder Keg, if that makes sense. Let's quickly... I've forgotten where these warp items take us to. One takes us... I think Serenade takes us to... Forest Temple. Why did I bother? In fact, actually, no, that's fine. We can get... Also, why am I looking at the gameplay on OBS when it's literally right in front of me? Don't forget to get in your channel points. You've got a minute and a half left on that. Alright, let's go. There is one last thing I want to check before we go to Majora's Mask. And luckily for us, it's not out the way at all. The Door of Time is closed. I just want to check where the Goron Ruby is. I think it's in Arcana Graveyard, but I want to confirm that. And I just want to double check that playing Song of Time with the Fairy Ocarina won't open the Door of Time. I know playing Song of Time with the Ocarina of Time opens the Door of Time. I don't know if Fairy Ocarina also does it for the randomizer. That's what I want to check. So we're just going to quickly check this, because if the Door of Time does open, that's pretty cool. If it doesn't, that's fine. Okay, I'm glad I checked this, unless there turns out to be nothing here. Otherwise, I'm glad I checked this. What do we get? Frozen. We get Frozen. Typical. No, I'm not even that mad. That's kind of funny. Excellent. Alright, no, we have nothing here. We can't change into adult, but it's good to know that this is open. That's actually pretty good to know. Also, does this give us Zelda's Lullaby or Epona's song? Zelda's Lullaby. Okay, that's fine. There's nothing to suggest that Zelda's Lullaby is needed right now, but Goron Ruby is in the Arcana Graveyard, so that's fine. I'm fairly certain we'll be able to get that without too much of an issue. Alright, so let's move to Majora's Mask. Do I have enough time in Majora's Mask? Oh, yeah. Whoa, okay, we've got plenty of time in Majora's Mask. Let's go straight to Arcana to Romani Ranch now, then. And if you're wondering, why don't you just play the Song of why don't you play the Inverted Song of Time to give yourself more time? The Ocarina does not work. Yeah, steal my rupees, whatever. Actually, give me that one back. That's a trap, and that's a trap. Excellent. I just wanted to clear those two. I knew they were traps, but we just wanted to clear them. There we go. Alright, so, yes. If you're wondering why I'm not playing the Song of, the Inverted Song of Time, it's because we can't. Plain and simple, we can't. Also, there's nothing to stop us from hitting these owl statues, so we might as well. We know that owl statues are randomized, so there's no reason not to hit those at this point. Magic upgrade for MM can be found in Lake Hylia. We've already got that. Ooh. No, well, I was about to do a spin attack, but that... Oh, shoot! I forgot that we didn't have all 3 days. That low-key sucks, because that was all of our money, but that's fine. We haven't necessarily lost... We haven't lost any disposable items or anything like that, so that's fine. Okay. That's actually fine. Alright, let's just give him the Moon's Tear to get that check out the way. I'm really confused. I thought the 5th... That must be a trap. Okay. That's fine. We can take the Garrow Mask. I thought 50 Skulltulas gave us Garrow Mask. I mean, we'll take it, right? Like, I'm not gonna say, no, don't give me the Garrow Mask. Please, anything but the Garrow Mask, sir. We'll take it. Honestly, we'll take it. Alright. We are going to try and collect some rupees so we can get into Romani Ranch. And then from there, we're going to go to Southern Swamp. Oh, fish. Excellent. Go ask. Excellent. We collected the fish. Wonderful. Alright. Once we have collected some more rupees, we are looking for 50 rupees. Once we have collected said 50 rupees, we will then call our Gamba. There we go. We're getting there. Oh. Helps if I stop missing the grass patches. Okay. Oh, alright. We're going this way now. Aren't you glad we did that? And... Oh, okay. Sure, game. Excellent. Even when there's no items there. Wow. Okay. Alright. Let's call our Gamba. Alright. Let's collect our powder keg and go straight up as we call out our Gamba. So, interesting here. So 23% of people thought that the lie was that I shot a garden gnome with an arrow. 77% of you thought that poking my roof with the sword was the lie. I am here to tell you... Oh, this is not where I wanted to go. That's what I'm here to tell you. I am here to tell you the answer. The lie is neither of them. The lie is that I accidentally threw an axe at a tree. That's the lie. I never actually accidentally threw an axe at a tree. I did, however, accidentally shoot a garden gnome with an arrow. The garden gnome is still in my parents' front yard. There's like this tiny little, perfect little arrow hole in the back of the garden gnome. And I kind of accidentally shot it with an arrow and then just went, oops, and turned it around. And I don't think anyone in my family has noticed yet. To be fair, how often are you looking at the back of a garden gnome's head? So, just saying. And in my, again in my parents' house, I did accidentally poke a small hole in the roof with a sword, but it is barely noticeable. And you know why? It was because I was poking the crack to see if it was a scratch or if it was actually a crack. It was actually a crack, so there's a tiny little hole, but you don't even notice it because it's next to a crack in the roof. A crack in the paint, sorry, not a crack in the roof, but a crack in the paint. So yes, I did accidentally poke a hole, and I did in fact shoot a garden gnome with an arrow. So no one won that, but no stress, there are going to be more Gambas very soon, I promise. Okay. That's a trap, yep. That's a trap. That's a... Ooh, jeez. Excellent. Okay, we are running on very limited time, so let's go here. OMG just got back. Welcome back. It was Tiny going to bed. Good night, Tiny. I know it's a bit late to say it now, but good night, Tiny. Just push him closer there. Don't worry, there'll be more gambers coming up. Happy New Year, Salad. Strike 12 midnight 10 hours ago here. So it's 10 a.m. for you. Oh, this is not Romani Ranch. Oh, right. The areas are shuffled. Why did I not think about that? Spirit Medallion, Ice Trap. We are almost in go mode for Ocarina of Time, believe it or not. Happy New Year, Chris. Sorry, I was so taken aback by not being in the correct area. Welcome back. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. How was your New Year, Chris? What did you do to celebrate? I had a quiet but fun night in with my family, playing card games and board games and all of that. How are you? How was your night? Oh, jeez. Tiny was so tired from New Year's. Yes, she made it to midnight. That's impressive. That it took her ages to get down. Oh, I can imagine. I can imagine when you're overtired and you're grumpy. It's hard enough when you're an adult and overtired and grumpy, but when you're young and overtired and grumpy, oh, it can be the worst feeling in the world. I get that. Excellent. That's Ocarina of Time money, but still. Piece of Heart. Ice Trap. I'm not gonna lie, I was so tired last night. I think I said before that I left it pretty much as soon as it hit midnight. I was like, alright guys, thanks, good night sort of thing. And as soon as I got in, as soon as I got home, I was like, I'm taking my makeup off, I'm going straight to bed. I could not sleep that entire night. Excellent, there was nothing here for us. I could not, I didn't get to sleep till like 2:30 or something because I was so overtired I couldn't sleep, so I feel that. Nothing special, I was at my dad's for the evening. Oh, that's lovely. I was up since 6 a.m. since I had to work yesterday. I was awake for 19 hours. Oof, youch. 6 a.m., ew. I mean, you know, necessary because work and all that, but ugh, you poor thing. Well, hopefully today's been a lot more relaxing and chilled out for you. I will say, I've had a, I keep turning around to myself and saying, yeah, alright, cool, yeah, this is going to be the chill day. This is going to be your chill day. You're going to relax. You're not going to leave the house. You're going to plod along. And then I ended up just, I got bored and went out to my parents' place and went out to my sister's place to drop stuff off. And I've been doing my day journaling all day and, yeah. Although going to the gym was just out of the question for me. I'm not gonna lie. I tried to go to the gym. It didn't work. I slept like a baby even though there was a lot of fireworks when I went to sleep. It didn't bother me. Honestly, valid. Yeah, no, I get it. The moment you're down, you're like out to the world. Absolutely. Scratch that, she's still not asleep. Oh no. Good night, Tiny. Oh dear. It do be like that sometimes, honestly. Okay, well, this is not where I wanted to go. Let's at least see what he gives us. Empty bottle or Ocarina of Time. We're gonna do without that empty bottle. That's just an empty bottle we're just gonna have to go without. I'm not doing all of Pinnacle Rock, especially like this. Alright, we could go through, actually, let's see if Ocean Spider House is shuffled, because that's going to give us a huge clue if it is. So we don't know if Ocean Spider House is shuffled or not. It is not, okay, and this is foolish, so we don't have to do this, that's good. Look, normally I'd say let's go do Zora, like Zora Cape and all of that at the same time. However, we are running on very limited time here. As well as that time is sped up to the max. So, let's exit out of here and try and find Romani Ranch. That's Way of the Hero. Let's go try that and find that. I missed an item there. Who cares? All right. Let's see if it's Southern Swamp. We haven't gone to any of these major areas. It could, in theory, be any of them. The one I don't want it to be, Southern Swamp, and I don't want it to be Akana, the Akana area, and we don't want it to be you know what? We can deal with it being the Great Bay area. I don't want it to be Akana. Now, the reason why we don't want it being Akana because there's just so many fences to jump there. And doing it without Epona, kind of painful. Oh, whatever. Okay, but we can do the Great Bay one. That's fine. Yeah. Have we actually found an item that wasn't a trap yet? I don't think we have. Oh! A bottle of Lom Lom milk. Speak and ye shall receive. Complain and ye shall receive. Alright. Let's get trapped a whole bunch here. Woodfall is Twin Rover. That's good to know. Kamara Mask is a trap. We knew that. We also have Cow Mask, so we could go see what milk gives us, if it gives us anything. That's a trap, that's a trap. Okay. Fish, 8 pounds. Ice trap. That ocarina is an ice trap because it looks like a fairy ocarina. Okay, let's collect that. That's a trap. There is a good chance we die in here. If we do, no biggie. No biggie. In theory. Hey! Biggest bomb bag! In OOT, we'll take it. Alright. If this is an ice trap, we're dead. Yep. Cool. Excellent. That's fine. That's fine. That just puts us right here, and I'm not too mad about that. Okay, that's a Greg. Okay, this camera angle was great because it showed us what exactly that item is up the tree. And it's just a green rupee. So I'm not worried about that in the slightest. Ooh. Ew. Egos to Akana gives Song of Storms. Okay. We need to write that down. That is a horrible check, but that's fine. Fixed. There we go. I knew that malfunctioned the moment I accidentally knocked my computer. So we're good. Do I have a pen? Okay, bear with me for 2 seconds. I'm gonna find a pen. Bear with me. Where's a pen? Pen. Ow. Aha, pen. Alright. There we go. I have found a pen. Egos Akana equals Song of Storms. Excellent. That's fine. There's just 2 pieces of grass up here I want to check. That's the wrong way. Okay. Excellent. And those pieces of grass have nothing. Excellent. Alright. Where is this going to take us to? Please be Romani Ranch. It's not Romani Ranch. Nope, it's Southern Swamp. Okay. We're not going to stay in Southern Swamp here. We're just going to hit this grass patch. Wait. Hey! Oh, we'll take that. Hello, Paranoia. I'm so sorry. I keep blanking on how to say your name every time, and then it takes me like a split second to remember. Hello, how are you? How's it going? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Let's just do 6 just to be on the safe side. Fish, and then fish, and a Greg. Okay, let's just quickly roll over here, and then we'll go back on our way. How you going, Paranoia? Oh my god, see what I mean? Paranoia. How you go? Fire arrow. Nice. That's actually really good. How are you going? I'm doing pretty good. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, we're doing well. How was your new year? Happy 2026. I am, yeah. Happy 2026. I hope it's been a good one for you so far. I mean, it may not be that far into your 2026. I personally don't have any complaints so far, but... how the hell did I miss that? There we go. Dude! Okay, hang on. Thank you! That should not have taken as long as it did. Also, why is my camera still off? There we go. I don't remember turning my camera off again, but there we go. An ice trap, a piece of heart. Let's take the piece of heart because we could do with the health refill right now. Tingle, tingle, Kula Limpa! Alright. Let's get out of here and try... We've got a bow, right? Yes, we do. Okay, let's try the Road to Snowhead. Let's try Road to Snowhead. That's probably our next best call. Alright. There we go. Really? Really, game? Need I remind you, we started on 200 flat traps when we started playing Ocarina of Time, when we started playing this game. We are already at 250 traps, and we have not been playing the randomizer for very long today. Whee! Alright. There we go. Alright. This will take us to the Road to Snowhead, and then we can see what Snowhead is. I am very much hoping... Oh, we can also see if snowballs are randomized. Oh, that's just an enemy. That's unfortunate. It doesn't look like snowballs are randomized by the looks of it. Fire Arrow MM can be found in Great Bay Coast. That's good to know, actually. Okay, snowballs are not randomized. That's excellent. Okay, bear with me. There we go. Let's, alright. What is this? Romani Ranch. Yes! Excellent. West Clocktown is foolish. Okay, so we're gonna write, Fire Arrow MM is Great Bay Coast. And then West Clocktown is foolish. There we go. We're writing these things down. I'm taking better care at writing these things down. Excellent. Oh, adult wallet's pretty good. That's solid. We'll take the adult wallet. So Romani's already past the point where we can help her, really. There we go. That's a trap. So 1, 2, 3 so far for Romani Ranch. 4. 5. Oh, jeez. Alright. We have very limited time to get through Romani Ranch, so we're gonna have to haul ass a little bit. In the nicest way possible. Beneath the well, cow gives a fairy. Shock Trap. Our statue for Clocktown's not bad at all. How many traps was that just then, do you reckon? And we void out because it's an ice trap. Oh, no, we don't. Oh, excellent. For some reason, I was convinced that it voids out. Okay, let's just quickly run into doggy racetrack. We're not gonna bother. We don't have Mask of Truth, so we're not gonna really bother with doggy racetrack until we have more time. Nothing. Okay, does that chest have something in it? Not by the looks of it. Excellent. Alright. Secret Shrine gives Shock Trap and Red Rupee. Excellent. Perfect. That is not necessary for us. Let's continue on. We are speeding our way through here. The only thing I'm worried about is if, hello Snacky, welcome in, happy 2026. Our first bad time of the year, absolutely. We will get straight into that in just a moment, I promise. Hello. We will take the light arrows, absolutely. Majora's Mask light arrows, pop off, yes. And an actual Gibdo mask, that's lit. I also highlighted the wrong, there we go. Perfect. First bad time of the year, indeed. We will get to that in just a moment, I promise. We're just going to quickly clean up as much as we can as Romani Ranch as we can, and then we're going to take care of it. Dongadoro's Choir gives Shock Trap, that's perfect. Alright. Bear with me for one moment, and I promise you we are going to get into that bad time as soon as we can. Alright. Terminal Field is over here. That's the most useless hint ever, but that's fine. 1. Two. And then one last grass patch over here. How many traps? 1. That's another trap there. Okay, well, lots of traps here. Number 3. 4, 5. Oh! Hey! Hey, we'll take that. Oh, did we not have a bow? No. Oh, we didn't have a bow and Ocarina of Time. Okay. 6, 7. Nice. Okay. We will take all. This was a cooking area to start with. Wow. Okay. Hey. Hey, this was good. 6, 7. Yes, indeed. 6, 7. Is there a crate up here, or am I tripping? We're about to moon crash anyway, so I'm okay with checking up here just randomly. No, there's no crate up here, is there? No, excellent. Perfect. I think this was a great Romani Ranch, TBH. So, let's save and return to spawn. And now that we've returned to spawn, we are gonna jump into Bad Time. While I'm setting up Bad Time, I'm gonna plug once again. We have our Discord link pinned in chat. Don't forget to join the Salbow Discord. We will be posting a whole bunch of Animal Crossing stuff soon. And if you're not interested in that, we also have cat photos, general memes, chat, everything like that. Alrighty, let's get into Bad Time. Bear with me for a second. We're recording. Let's pause the game here so I can focus. Oh, pause. There we go. Alright. It's been a long time since I've done Bad Time, so we're gonna try, okay? I don't know how far we're gonna get into it, but let's try. We've got to don't forget we've got to reset our keyboard a few times. There we go. That's reset number 1. We've gotten away with only doing 1 reset previously, so we're going to check it again. Nope. Okay, cool. We're resetting a second time just in case. There we go. And resetting a... Nope, this is legit. There we go. So if you're wondering why we reset, it's not because I'm bad at the game. I mean, I am absolutely bad at the game. It's not in this instance because I'm bad. It's because the keyboard sometimes has a weird latency issue the first few times you do it. There we go. Alright. Bones. A great show by Fox. Yes, how are you, Seki? How's it going? Happy New Year. Happy 2026. What did you do to celebrate? I will never be able to get that, that stop-start attack. For some reason, I can never get it. Oh, crap. That was way too high. That sucked. That's fine. That's fine. I may regret not healing here, but I've gotten better at this particular one. Oh, okay. I just barely made that. Pie. Oh, Paul. Paul? I meant to say poo, and then it came out as Paul. This one I still suck at. Instead of wasting the instant noodles, we're gonna legendary hero, or we're gonna stake, face stake, and then legendary hero. Ooh. Actually, let's try and get away with just the face stake. Oh boy. Oh! No, we're dead. Oopsies. Thank you so much, Snacky, for redeeming points for that. We will get back up there in terms of, getting good with that again at some point. I promise. It will happen. We're going to get good at it again at some point. Thank you so much for redeeming your channel points for that, though. That was pretty entertaining, all things considered. Okay, so we now have magic. We have Din's Fire. We have... Okay. We have some stuff. Soup redeemed a random Zelda fact. Okay. Random Zelda fact for you. In Majora's Mask, if you do not have a magic meter, I'm not talking about the randomizer, but in normal Majora's Mask, actually, let me fix the sound quickly. There we go. In normal Majora's Mask, not a randomizer, but vanilla gameplay, if you manage to get, the light arrows, the fire arrows, or the ice arrows without ever collecting magic, the game, how do I phrase this? The game recognizes that you have the items, and how do I phrase this? Sorry, my brain's not working. Yes, the game won't recognize the fact that you don't have magic, and in fact, it will let you use the elemental arrows without ever having collected magic. What's more so, they will allow you to use it unlimitless because you never run out of magic because you don't have it in the first place. I'm just double checking what this said. Okay, cat graveyard foolish. Okay, cool. So if you ever were to collect the light arrows, fire arrows, and ice arrows without ever collecting magic, you could in theory be able to get away with using it completely scot-free. However, and there's a big however there, in the first cycle of the game, you are required to get magic because the Deku Snot Bubble does not work without magic, and you need the Deku Snot Bubble to progress in the game. It's the only barrier that stops you from skipping magic entirely and then having unlimited light, fire, and ice arrows. Is the Deku form's the only thing standing in the way of that. So there you go, there's your random Zelda fact. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was somewhat useful. If it wasn't, well, too bad, too sad. Alright, there we go. What we might do is, I know we just saved and reset, but we might actually go back to Majora's Mask. I wanted to save and reset while we had the items, just so we could make sure we make sure they saved before Moon Crash. That was it. But I think going... No, we don't have Song of Soaring. Song of Soaring's Clock Tower Roof. What do we have? Okay. Sorry, let me just think. We did know where Kojiro was at some point, and I've already forgotten where it was. Okay. Sorry, I'm just thinking. Let's check this grotto. Now that we have magic, let's check this grotto. Excellent. Okay, cool. So some of these things we don't need to check. However, there's a pot over here where we can get electrocuted for free. Go us. And again, electrocution's so nice, you have to do it twice. Gerudo Fortress is on the way of the hero. We already knew that. In fact, we got quite a few good items from there. Alright, I think, yeah, let's go back to Majora's Mask. I essentially did that so we could save. Save everything, because we were about to face Moon Crash anyway. So let's go back to Majora's Mask, and see where the other areas lead to. I think that's a good idea for us. Alright. In the meantime, while we are heading back there, we are setting up a new Gamba for you all. Heads or tails, you know it, you love it. You've got a 50-50 shot of winning it too, so don't forget to get in your channel points for heads or tails. Also, did we do this grotto up here? I genuinely don't remember. I don't think we did, so let's quickly also do this grotto. There we go. There we go. Excellent. All right. Piece apart. Ice trap. That's like the 17th time we've been trapped with Kafei's mask, just saying. Fish. Trap. And I'm not even gonna bother checking the bomb shoes if I'm being honest. Oh no, they're actual bomb shoes. There we go. So that was an additional 2 traps just now. And let's go back this way. We have the time to kill while we're waiting for sunrise anyway, so we're not actually delaying getting back to Majora's Mask at all. We are perfectly fine. Do not forget that you have 3 minutes, 37 seconds remaining on Truth or Dare. Sorry, Truth or Dare. Heads or Tails. Why did I say Truth or Dare? That's wild. 100% is in for Tails at the moment, so if you want to get in your channel points for Heads, feel free to do so. You can, you still have that 50-50 shot of winning. Alrighty. There we go. Let's get in there. Long Long Wrench is Way of the Hero. Excellent. I feel like we did get something good at Lon Lon Ranch, and I just don't remember what it is. Ice trap. So we add another 2 to the counter right there. Alright. We can also go back to Romani Ranch and do the opponent's song check, I guess. Okay. There's quite a few songs that we can collect in Majora's Mask that I want to try and collect. We can't do all of them now, but we should be able to do a few. Time is about to reset anyway, so we're just gonna duck outside, I guess. That'll be fine. I also just want to quickly see what remains we've collected. We've only collected a Dolwa, and we know that 2 of them are in Termina Field, so we've clearly missed a... Oh, I know what we've missed. There's a grotto down here with the P-Hat, and we haven't done the P-Hat fight yet. Because he's asleep. We're just going to wait here for a minute. Time's going to run out very soon anyway. I'm not actually hurting him. I'm just killing time, basically. Oh, wait, we have more time than I thought. For some reason, I thought, oh, yeah, it goes off at midnight. No, it's always gone off at 6 a.m. I know that. In fact, I'm the one who tells people that. All right. Let's, at the very least, go see what this is. We have bombs in Majora's Mask, right? Yeah, we have bombs in Majora's Mask. Of course we do. There we go. Logic, I hardly know her. Enjoy your lurk, Soup. I appreciate it. Mountain Village. Interesting. Okay, with all the snow, with all the, what am I doing, Sally? Sally, what are you doing? No, that's still not it. There we go. We'll grab a Greg, and we'll get blown up at the same time. Excellent. Hey, Ducky coming in with the fish. Alright, we'll get that going for you in just a moment, I promise. If we fished, I missed it, please fish again. We have not fished today at all. You have not missed a fish. We have not fished in the slightest. Let me just quickly rush to make this cutscene before time runs out. Oh, I don't have fire arrows. That's embarrassing. Do I have Din's fire? No, I don't. Never mind, we are not fishing today. We are not getting that song today. That's fine. We're just going to make our way up. Alright, fish. We can do some fish. Alright. We have 2 minutes in game, like less than. So we're going to spend our last in-game hours listening to a crying baby. Fish. Lucky you guys. Fish. Alright. Please? Phone, please? Five-minute timer, please, fish. Trap. Fish. Yeah, there we go. Excellent, fish. Alright. We have started our fire. Fish, thank you so much for that, Ducky. I appreciate it. Let's fish and go. Fish. We just missed that last pot, fish. That's so annoying, fish. Alright. Fish. I have this horrible, horrible feeling that Southern Swamp is stuck behind a Kana Canyon fish. And if that is the case, that low-key genuinely sucks fish. Oh wait, no, we've seen Southern Swamp. What am I talking about? We've seen Southern... Oh, hello, chest fish. But we have no way of... We don't have hookshot to get up there. Then never mind fish. Southern Swamp was vanilla, wasn't it? Fish. Or was Southern Swamp Mountain Village fish? No. No, I'm right. Southern Swamp is vanilla fish. I'm right. Excellent. Let's go back to Southern Swamp fish. Alright. Let's fish and go. We also do want to go down to Zora Hall at some point. We want to go to Great Bay and go down to Zora Hall at some point. However, we're going to hold off for now, fish. Okay, fish. We've got quite a few checks that we can do here. It's just a matter of getting them in time, fish. Knockback trap, no. But we will give you the land title deed, fish. Excellent, fish. Alright. That's fine, fish. How are we all fishing feeling? How are we feeling? Are we feeling good, fish? I am certainly feeling good, if not very tired, fish. We will not stream for too much longer tonight, guys. We will just do a little bit here and there. But if I'm being honest, I am crashing hard, fish. I was so determined to not have my sleep schedule ruined. But I feel like that's way too past late, fish. 2 more traps there. We'll take the 5 rupees. Why not, fish? Oh. It's New Year's Day, so I think we're also tired. I feel that, fish. Please tell me that's a legit clock, fish. Is that a... Oh! Mwah. We have day 3, fish. Stone Tower... Oh! Okay. Fish. Fish, fish, fish. Okay. So, fish. There we go. So Stone Tower Temple is Shadow Temple and Clock Tower. So we don't even know where the Clock Tower roof is. Excellent. All of these are traps. Who's enjoying watching fish? Who's enjoying watching me just collect trap after trap fish? There we go. Piece of pot fish, and that's a trap fish. Alright, we're gonna call our heads on tails in a second, fish, as well. I'm living for it. I'm glad, fish, because that's a trap as well. Alright, fish, what do you got for us? Gerudo Fortress is made the hero. Can you please give me any other hint, fish? We have gotten that fish, that hint almost religiously, fish. Alright. That is also a 5-minute timer on our fish. Thank you so much for that, Ducky. I appreciate it. It's not a Sao Bao stream until we have some fish. Alright, there we go, fish. Aha! Here we go. Hey, that's legit. Nice. And that's also a trap. How cool would that have been if it was a legitimate item, fish? Okay, piece of pot. Ooh, hello, checks, fish. That's a trap. glass mask any day of the week. And that's a trapfish. I've also gotten completely turned around, so I don't know. Oh, we were going the right way. That's great. Excellent. Yeah. You're an old hag. We get it. Speak. We have nothing that gives you energy. Unless you would like a tea. Alright, let's check out to see what Katake is going to give us. That's probably the most annoying sound I've ever made in my life. Actually, I don't know, I talk a lot. Oh, a self-burn, those are rare. Okay, forest sample, we got the forest medallion, perfect. Greg, excellent, thanks game. My favorite. Alright, let's go check out parts of southern, the rest of Southern Swamp that's poisoned. And then we might leave it there, I think. Maybe. We'll see how we go. Alright. What is happening? Okay, whatever. I have a bow. It doesn't really matter. Let's get our bow out. Game. What on earth is happening? There we go. Let's just shoot you to be done with it. Excellent. There we go. I don't know why on earth everything was just mucking up there for a sec. Alright. There we go. Come on. There you go. Who's a good game? I'm so sorry I said that, but also I'm not. Alright. We're gonna do a quick exploration of here. We don't have an ocarina, so we can't do Sonata check. But what we can do is we can do check the grotto here, and we can also check the piece of art. Some of this looks like crowd control when it's not. It's chaos, right? I genuinely can't tell if I'm just sucking to suck or like... I genuinely thought it was crowd control for a second there. Game, thank you. Also, my controller does get stuck sometimes. Alright, let me turn down the volume, because once again, I feel like I'm just screaming at you all. That chest looks like a hot pile of nothing. That chest is a hot pile of nothing. That's a win for us. Excellent. Also, we're gonna do this as a human, just so we don't void out from any... Okay, 1, 2... Shock trap, shock trap. So that's another 2. Snowhead is Georg. Excellent. Now, do we have any beans? We don't. That's fine. We might buy a bean or 2 just in case. In fact, if we buy 2 beans... There we go. I should have only bought 1 now that I think about it. We're gonna reset. We're gonna have a moon crash soon anyway. Oh god, not this again. There we go. Again, I need a better setup for my computer where I'm not gonna immediately just cause everything to freeze the moment I accidentally touch it with my foot. It's a bit We are going to have to come back here and do a proper clean out because there's pots on the roof and everything like that that we can't do anything with yet at the moment. But we, for now, we can just check the pieces apart. Oh, crap. There we go. What's this piece of heart? That's a trap. Excellent. Let's get caught here. Wonderful. I'm not too worried about doing that. That was fine. Our main goal was to come up here anyway, because the last few things I want to do today is I want to get the Song of Soaring check done. I want to make sure Woodfall is actually Woodfall. I want to get the Song of Soaring check done, and I want to see if I can do parts of Oceanside Spider House. Not Oceanside, Swamp Spider House. No, that horribly missed. Whoopsies. That's fine. Oh, that also horribly missed. Crap. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. We are saved. There we go. There we go. Just knock him out. Just to be safe. There we go. Alright. The Song of Soaring check here is gonna give us something new, which we desperately need. We need a new song to sort of open things up here a little bit. Unless it's like Song of Storms in Majora's Mask or something. It should give us at least something. Epona song, MM! That opens up Akana Canyon for us. Parts of Akana Canyon, that's really good. Unfortunately, that's the only thing it really opens up for us, but we'll still take it. In all honesty, we'll take it. This is Woodfall. Yep, excellent. Yeah, ice trap, whatever. Shock trap. And shock trap. Excellent. How shocking. Oh, wait, hang on. There's one more there. There's one more trap over there. Let's just quickly check it. Oh, it's a fish trap. All right, there we go. All right, let's make our way back to that grotto and Oceanside and Swamp Spider House. Why do I keep saying Oceanside Spider House? There we go. So, I've been talking a lot about New Year's resolutions with like friends and family and stuff. And one of my big New Year's resolutions is to like, you know, I've been trying to do more swimming and trying to get like, you know, fit and healthy and all of that. And that's like all well and good and stuff. But one of my other New Year's resolutions is to relax more. I feel like that's such a stupid thing to have as a New Year's resolution. And also, I'm not too fussed on like if I don't meet my New Year's resolutions, I'm not like disappointed in myself or anything. I find them like fun, harmless little things, not actual like, you know, I'm a sucky person if I don't meet them. It's just like nice little goals you set for yourself. And I try and set realistic ones. I'm not gonna set ones like, you know, I'm gonna stop biting my nails, because I know that's not happening. Let's be real here. Excellent. I also want this deku stick. There we go. But I try and set at least somewhat realistic ones for myself. But yeah, relaxing more is one of my big New Year's resolutions this year. So I don't know what it is. I set out time. I sit down and I'm like, yes, I am going to relax. I'm going to set out time to relax. And then I try and relax and I end up getting bored. I end up getting bored of relaxing. So then I go run errands for someone, or I insist on running errands for someone, or I insist on doing something really stupid and going out of my way. Or I insist on, like, you know, starting to clean out my house. My house is currently looking like a war zone. Oh, right. These aren't randomized, are they? These aren't, it's only inside, it's only Overworld that's randomized, not dungeons. Am I right in saying that? Yeah, I am. Okay. That makes this a little easier. Okay. Well, that's fine. We don't actually have to do anything here then. Zora's not even gonna come close to making that. No, not even close. But yeah, so one of my goals is to relax more. And I feel like that's a good goal to have. So everyone, when we finish stream here today, which is right now actually, have a cup of tea, play a video game, read a book, do some journaling. I don't know what you want to do, but make sure you relax. I know I'm definitely going to. But for now, we're going to leave it here. This has been a wonderful stream, first stream of the year. I am so excited to sit here and stream with you, and, you know, be here with you all again this year. I'm very excited. But for now, we are going to end stream. Let's find someone to raid. Let's find someone to raid, so don't go anywhere. Who is going on? Thanks, how about no? Thank you, Soup, thank you, Ducky, thank you, everyone. Happy New Year indeed. Absolutely, I'm right there with you all. Happy New Year. I am so glad to be here, as always. Always so glad to be here. We will see you next week. Indeed. So we may do a bonus stream on Saturday, maybe. It all depends on what I actually remember what I'm doing. Alright, let's find someone to raid quickly before we head off. Ooh, what's happening? Let's go. Well, I was gonna try and find someone else different than normal, but let's go raid Aeneas again. It'll be funny. Aeneas is on a break, so they'll be right back, but don't forget to just join in anyway. Say hi in chat. You don't have to stay, but don't forget to say hi in chat. They're doing a no logic crowd control randomizer, which is always one of my favorites. So if you're interested in their content, don't forget to watch. Don't forget to give them a follow. We're all small streamers trying to do our part, so we appreciate sharing that love around. But for now, I will see you all later. Don't forget to join that Discord, because I'll be posting Animal Crossing stuff in there in just a moment. And I will see you later. Bye! Happy New Year!